Hello, my sweeties, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise, and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we will be talking about Wishmaster. Let's get into the video. Okay, so hi, I'm here and I'm joined by a lovely guest. It's Rocco.
Hi guys, I'm happy to be back. I missed you guys.
Yes, and today we are going to be talking about Wishmaster, which I want to give a quick shout out to my patron, Shaim, for recommending this film for me to review. Also, it's Shaim's birthday!
Yes, happy birthday, Shaim!
Happy birthday, Shaim!
Woo! Here's Wishmaster.
Here's the Wishmaster review. Rocco loves making fun of the way I say things with my, Puerto Rican New York accent.
Okay, but you're always like, what up?
Wishmaster.
You're always like, what up? Making fun of me, so...
It's Wishmaster. So I guess we're just gonna kind of get into it.
Yeah.
And since this film is older, it's from 1997.
Yes.
We are definitely doing spoilers.
Oh, we are doing spoilers.
We are breaking it down.
Oh, crap. Hold on, wait. Alright, I do have spoilers in here.
What did you do?
I wrote down everything that I felt was interesting. I take this very seriously. I take notes, motherfuckers. I take fucking notes.
He took notes.
I did that for you. Not for me. For you guys.
Directed by Robert Kurtzman, starring Andrew Divoff and Tammy Lauren, Wishmaster follows a demonic djinn who attempts to grant its owner 3 wishes, which will allow him to summon his brethren? Which will allow him to summon his brethren to Earth.
We watched this movie twice because the first time I watched it, I loved it. Well, I fell asleep during it. I'll be completely honest, I fell asleep during the entire second act. But then I got up for the third act and I loved it. And I said 6 levs out of 5, but Celise was like, no, you can't give more than 5 levs. So I was like, all right, let's watch it a second time. It was going to be the first 6 lev rating on the channel.
Yeah.
So, no. So we watched it again.
That's a lot.
And I still love it. But I feel like now I could appreciate it, mainly because I didn't fall asleep during the second act.
Congrats.
And it was great.
It's a little slow at points. So we'll get to that.
Particularly during the second act when I fell asleep.
Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so initially when watching this movie, I was a little scared because the poster is very bad. It's very at the time.
We'll just put all our cards on the table here. Awful poster. It's really bad.
It's pretty bad. We're just gonna
you saw it already in the intro, so.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
But I kind of thought I just wouldn't like this. This is also like a fantasy horror, and I don't really like fantasy horror.
Me either.
That's not really for me. But I was like kind of into it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was like the highest budget sci-fi film you'll ever see. And I love that because it really was, it was camp. I don't know if it necessarily always intended to be camp. I was with you. I went in, I was like, oh no, this is going to be like. And
the way it starts too.
Yes. It
starts off with this crazy opening. Oh my God. The opening is like insane.
But if we check my list, what's the first thing there?
Love the guy turning into a skeleton.
Which is in the intro. That intro is badass.
The intro is pretty cool.
Well, not the first part. The first part's kind of corny. But then when everybody's like, all the body horror shit is happening, that was really cool.
And
trivia.
This is trivia moment. This is all thanks to Greg Nicotero.
Yes.
A king.
And there's a lot of great ideas there. There's the person who turns into a tree. That was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Hilarious.
There was the guy who becomes a skeleton. That was awesome. That was like my favorite. Honestly, that might have been my favorite part of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, like that was the coolest. Oh, you know what else?
What else?
I'm on the topic of like the special effects and all that and the cool like body horror shit. When Robert Englund vomits hentai, that shit was awesome.
Actually, speaking of Robert Englund, there's actually a star-studded cast in this movie, which you really wouldn't think, but we have so many like horror kings.
Yeah.
We have Tony Todd in this for a little bit. Not a big role, but he's great. He's an icon. I'll watch him do anything. His name was Johnny Valentine. And then we had Kane Hodder for a little bit. So not only was it not expected to see all of these kings in this movie, they were all really good.
Yeah.
In this little movie. So our lead character at the very beginning, there's a lot of things happening.
Yes.
And I was kind of like confused. Our leading lady, why does she have so many jobs? We love an independent queen, but like, why does she have so many jobs? Because we see her and she's like examining the gem, and then she like is a coach for like a girls basketball team. What?
The problem is you need to get your grind set up.
Okay. So before I talk about the king of this movie, which is Andrew Divoff, I'm going to talk about Tammy Lauren. She was really good. I really liked her. Actually, I think that this final girl is really strong.
Wait, Tammy Lauren is the lead girl?
Yeah.
She has a porn name in real life too?
We just discussed that.
Oh my god. What is going on with this set? Oh my god. What are you gonna tell me the actress who plays her sister's name is Candy?
Maybe. We're gonna talk about how I just really like this final girl. I thought she was very strong. I also like that she was older and a more established woman.
Yeah.
You know, because usually we have like the younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was cool to see that. And she did a really good job. Outside of the fact that sometimes when she was yelling, it was kind of funny. But she just kind of sounds like somebody's mom, and she's like yelling at you and you're in trouble. She's a little scary.
It's kind of a shame that her love interest really has no chemistry with her in the beginning.
It's the knockoff Patrick Dempsey.
Oh my god. And not only do we have a lot of A-list celebrities in this, or A-list horror celebrities in this, we also have a bunch of people who look like A-list celebrities.
That was insane.
It was weird.
And one of them being the actress who plays Alex's sister actually looks a lot like Tara Reid.
Tara Reid's agents were like, best we can do is give you the number to her stunt double. And they were like, good enough for us. We put all the budget into Robert Englund anyway.
And then you thought that the guy who runs the gem place looked like... You thought he looked like Ray Liotta.
He did. He looks just like Ray Liotta. Can we get a picture up here?
R.I.P. to a King, Ray Liotta.
Yes, rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
Yes. Now back to performances. I want to talk about the king of this movie. The one who served, the one who slayed over a hot stove to give us this iconic character. I get it now. I get why Shaim is obsessed with this character. And it is because of Andrew Divoff. He's so good. He was serving camp.
Oh my god. And I think of everybody in the movie, he got it the most.
He understood the assignment. Yeah, I really liked his smile that he was doing because it was like that smile that's like not a friendly smile.
Yes.
It's like almost threatening, but then he's kind of charming. It's very bizarre.
I knew it was a 1996 Saturn SL2. I knew it. She was whipping that motherfucker.
She was.
She was whipping that bitch.
Was.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious. Anytime she was driving crazy, I was like, bitch, calm down. I love that. Okay, so back to Andrew Divoff. I want to talk about my favorite scene.
Yes.
Okay, so when I first watched it, I loved this scene. And then I was like, well, there's a lot of other good scenes. Like, I don't know if that's my favorite yet. And then we watched it again, and I was like, it's my favorite because it's so camp. This is what I want. I want camp. We love camp on this channel. Okay, my favorite scene is when he's in the department store and he's talking to the cashier.
And she's like absolutely losing it.
She's thirsting
like
for him.
She is starving. She has not had a drink of water in a month.
Yeah, she's obsessed. Desert. She's feeling it, get the bag. But anyways, he really was serving. And the best part of that scene was not only like their chemistry and just like what he does when can we talk about that? When he's about to pay and she's like, cash or credit? And he's like, what do you prefer? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. Cash. And then like the cash suddenly appears in her bra. And she's like, oh.
Do you want your beauty to last forever? And she's like, yeah, I guess so, dude. I don't know. And he's like,
the wish is granted.
The wish is granted. And then she becomes a mannequin. I always like how he interprets their wish, because like sometimes you get it. Like, oh, okay. Like the great example, the Kane Hodder one, when he turns him into a glass. Yeah. He's like, oh, you could walk right through me. And I guess he turns him into a door and he walks through him, which was a little weird. But like that one, it makes sense. Like it literally makes sense. I'm going to walk through you.
Yeah.
But like a mannequin, like he really jumped a lot of steps to get to that. The rules of the djinn are very loose.
They are.
But he has to follow them. So clearly he understands, but he breaks them all the whole time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he's kind of like a master manipulator, because they'll say one thing and he'll just be like, your wish is granted. And it's like, but did they actually wish for that?
No, and it's not even close. What a weak power. Like,
it is pretty, yeah. Because of what happens at the end, it's like, well, what if I wish like this never happened?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do then, Jin?
I like how the djinn is always like calculating and manipulating, but like thousands of years of existence, millions of years of existence, he didn't consider semantics. I like the djinn though. I really like the djinn. I liked his character design. I like that he looked like if the creeper didn't look like somebody on the sex offenders list.
Woo!
Like, he kind of does look like the creeper, but like not as corny. Sorry.
It's true.
Sorry. The creeper is weird looking and not always in a cool way.
Yeah, sorry. Yuck.
I think the djinn like has a cool design, especially when he first, I kind of wish they would have done more with that. When he like first comes out of the crystal and he's kind of like...
Yeah, that was cool. Looked really cool. It still looks really good.
It does look really good. He does that thing with the wish and he gets like... I guess he kind of like gets power back. But then after that, it's like, then he's just going around causing havoc for no reason. Like, it would have been interesting if he kind of had to do that to like become whole again so he could...
Right.
Like, screw with Alex.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Like, yeah. I feel like that would have made sense.
I just found it funny when she was like, I wish... you never met me. And everything. Which, by the way, that was a spooky bad bitch moment.
It was.
It really was. It was like, I'm taking my power back, Jin. I am serving camp now, and you are not. I loved it. There were some really weird shots, too. Yeah. Like, the camera work was really insane. There was some crazy, like, zoom in. Like almost Jalo, like fast zoom in and zoom out. It was like
there was one that was actually really effective when she has the nightmare and she like gets up and then we zoom back. I like. That one was really good.
That one was good. Like I kind of want to recreate it.
There was a lot of, and I mean obviously they got Teddy. There was a lot of like Sam Raimi-esque camera work. A lot of like really wide angle, like close shots.
There was, which is like surprising that Sam Raimi wasn't like an executive producer. Actually, fun fact, Wes Craven was an executive producer of this film. I really want to talk about the music in the movie.
Yes.
I like it. The theme is really good. It's really like intense.
It is. My favorite part about the music in the movie was it goes from really great original scores to absolutely dog shit like music. My favorite one is when in the beginning when she does the thing about the hot dogs in a ball game. And he's like, listen, I really like you. We should date. And he jumps in his car, like literally like Dukes of Hazzard jumps in his car. And he's like, think about it. And then he turns his car on and the worst like dude bro rock starts playing and he pulls off. And it's like, he's a scientist, I think. Like, it was so bizarre. He's driving like an old, like, I think like a Dodge Challenger or something with the top down. It was so weird.
It's pretty wild.
Very odd. And I mean, that character was just a mess in general.
Mess.
I do like, though, that they kind of almost flipped the trope of like the horror or action, like male lead and the like uninteresting female love interest.
Right.
To some degree, it kind of is like the opposite of that, where it's like this really intricate, interesting lead woman, and then just this total himbo of a scientist who she's like, "Oh, I don't know if you can be together because we're friends," and he's like madly in love with her, and then he just dies in 2 seconds. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But then when she has her bad bitch moment and she's like, I wish you never met me. The Jin is gagged. He was gagged. He was like...
I think my favorite part is when he's like, Demarest, Nathaniel Demarest, but you can call me Nathaniel. Like, it's the worst way to flirt with anybody I've ever seen in my life. And she's eating it up. She's like...
Yeah, I think it was really the way he said it too, because he was like, but you can call me Nathaniel.
Like, not even Nate. The bar is so low for hot horror villains.
It is. But you know what? So, okay, let's get back to, outside of the fact that he did that and that was wild, I wanted to talk about his outfit. So I was like, all right, now he's Nathaniel. Okay, but why is he dressed like a car salesman? Or like a real estate broker? I was like, what is that shirt? Like, the suit is fine. But you know what? Like, Wishmaster, the gem is red. Why didn't he have a red shirt? That was like my thing. But I actually read, little trivia moment.
Research, baby.
In Jin folklore, Jin are born of flame and have eyes that glow blue. So this actor, Andrew, what's his name? This actor, it's just like blanked out.
Every time.
I know. So this actor, Andrew Devov, he actually has brown eyes, but they touched it up and made it look blue with this like blue cast. And then they emphasized it with his blue shirt. So, and it did really make the eyes stand out. So it makes sense. I get it. It's also cool that they wanted to follow It's cool that they wanted to follow the folklore.
So, I mean, to be completely honest, I think that's really all the things I can say about this movie. I think the last thing I want to say is my favorite insult. You want to do a favorite insult too? Okay.
If I have one.
Think about it while I say mine. Here's my favorite insult, and I'm going to read it because I wrote it down verbatim. This is when the homeless guy is harassing the girl who goes into the pharmacy, and the owner of the shop comes out, and they're arguing. And it's a pretty normal spat. You know, the guy who owns the shop is kind of being an asshole. Okay. But the homeless dude says, and I quote, "I hope your body floats down the river so I can piss on it, you bald-headed baboon." And he just walks away. Gagged. I was like...
No, he had some solid insults, though. I was like...
Like, that was it.
Serve and slay. Okay. Oh, this is hard.
Now it's your turn. You got one.
I barely remember any. Let me see.
That's why you got to take notes.
Sometimes IMDb, they have lines on here, so maybe they have some. You know what? There was actually a good one that Tony Todd says. I think the Jin Nathaniel.
Nate.
I think he tells him, "What is your job?" And he's like, "My job is to keep assholes out of parties."
Woo! And your mom's a hoe, he said. Oh my God.
Know what? In the Tony Todd voice, it's speaking to me. It's serving.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially everything I would say about the movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm actually happy we watched it 2 times.
Yeah. I think I would watch it again, like, with friends if we were, like, drinking and just, like, you know, we're done listening to Twice's new music, and we're like, listen, let's, like, put on a movie, right? Like, something camp. I would put this on.
Okay, yeah. I could definitely see how this movie could be someone's comfort movie, especially if you watch it at a young age. I can see it being like something that when you saw as a kid was like, whoa, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, and I'm gonna love that forever now. Like, I can see that.
This gives me the vibe of, like, I don't know if this ever happened to you when you were a kid, but, like, when you're a kid and you have, like, basic cable, and you're, like, on sci-fi and there's, like, some movie, and obviously you have basic cable, so you can't look at the menu. For anybody who is too young to remember that.
That voice crack.
And, like, you know, you flick onto it and you watch this movie and it scares the shit out of you, and you're like, oh my God. And then, like, 20 years later, like, oh my God, what was that one movie? And, like, nobody really knows what you're talking about, but you remember it. That's what this movie is like to me.
Yes.
It reminds me of that. I have a couple of those.
That makes sense, though. I can see that,
Or, like, when you rent it from Blockbuster and you don't remember the name.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody's like, dude, I've never heard of that movie.
You're just like, listen, I just remember there was, like, a genie and this red gem.
Was it Aladdin? The
red
live action?
Listen.
The gems.
Can we appreciate the fact that I decided to wear red gems for this video?
Color coordination.
In honor of the gem.
Your favorite influencer, YouTuber, does not put this much work into the look.
Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far. I have heard that the second one is worth watching, but the rest are not as good. So we may watch the second one and see what it's about.
I mean, if you guys like this, we'll do a review of the second one. We'll do a review of all of them. Maybe we'll do a ranking of all of them.
Yes,
but you gotta hit that like button and you gotta type F in your comment. You gotta put an F in the chat for me. If you want to see more of these about Wishmaster, you gotta put an F in the chat. Or not in the chat, in the comments. And you gotta like the video. And you gotta say you did. If you're like, Rocco, I like the video. F. Period F, so I know, like, it's not part of the thought.
I love it. You should have your own channel. No. He says.
I'm gonna do reactions to Twice songs when they come out.
That would be really funny.
I actually was thinking about doing that for the new one that just came out.
That's hilarious.
By the way, stream the new Twice song, Moonlight Sunrise. It's gonna be on their new English album, Moonlight Sunrise.
Okay, let's get back to Wishmaster.
This shit is real. You don't.
Let's get back.
All right, we're gonna get back to Wishmaster. All right.
Let's get back.
But this shit is real. I'm telling you. I got the Twice poster. I got the Twice Letterman jacket. I got the Twice wallet. Oh boy.
This for him is my Bad Bunny obsession.
It is. It really is. Yes, we have a framed picture of Bad Bunny in our house. As if this is one of our family members.
Hell yeah, because he is. Okay, and with all that being said, we both thoroughly enjoyed Wishmaster, and I'm going to be giving Wishmaster 3 lefts out of 5.
Wow, yeah. I'm going to be giving Wishmaster 1997?
Yes.
1997. 3 levs out of 5.
Ooh, we got the same. Before you were saying 6, now you're saying 3.
Listen, I would still give it 6, but somebody said I can't give 6 levs out of 5.
Why didn't you give it 5?
It's not a 5.
But it's a 3?
Yeah. It's a
But I
solid
thought it
3.
was a 6. And if you can't do 6, why wouldn't you do 5?
Because it's either go hard or go home, Celise. Jesus.
You said you loved it.
I did love it. It was great. It was camp. It served, but...
It served.
It wasn't a 5. Sorry, Shane. It wasn't a 5.
I would love to own this film on VHS.
Oh, yes. I'm
Love.
sure that's so hard to find.
Oh my god. If anyone can find this,
We
send me the link in the
I
comments.
will, every video, I will insert a picture of you somewhere, one frame, if in every single video for the rest of time, if you send us a VHS of this movie.
Yes, I really want it. It was so much fun. Thank you so much to Shaim for recommending this film for me to review.
Yes, thank you, Shaim.
And if you would like to recommend a film for me to review in a video like this, consider becoming a patron. And my links will be in the description box down below. We have a lot of fun over there. We have a Discord server where we chat, we check in, we talk about recent horror watches, and it's just a really nice, comforting time.
Yeah.
We also do movie nights every single month, and it's a lot of fun. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me a lot. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And let me know in the comments, have you seen Wishmaster? Did you enjoy it? Is it one of your, like, comfort films? Do you like part 2? Do you like all of them? Do you want to see us do a franchise ranking? Do you want to see me review the rest of them? I'd love to talk about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, thank you, Rocco, for being here.
Yes,
Yay!
thank you. Oh, wait. Bye.
Wait, what the hell did I say?
Then you say bye.
Oh.